Hey everybody, thanks for joining me. It is a Saturday morning and it's nice outside. It's time for football. And I'm going to make a dish today that's going to turn into two dishes. And I'll share more about the second dish after we complete the first dish. What we're going to do today is make what I call a carnivore beef stew. Now, who doesn't love beef stew? And of course, as you know, on the carnivore diet, we don't eat anything other than meat. So that's all this has got in it, other than some seasonings and a couple of other things I'll share with you here in a moment. Now, again, if you're not carnivore, maybe you're keto, maybe you're following some other regimen, whatever, this will work for you if you want to use this recipe to make your beef stew, but you want to add the standard ingredients to a beef stew, the onion and carrots and potatoes or whatever. Although if you're going to use potatoes, I recommend the way I'm going to do this that you don't put the potatoes in immediately because they're going to turn into rocks. So potatoes are probably something you want to add later if you're going to use them. Have you ever seen my signs? We have an open door policy. Show up with wine and we'll open the door. Yeah. That was my beloved's purchase. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna turn the camera around. I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do here. This is gonna be a very flavorful and delicious carnivore beef stew that is going to give me two meals. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. Let me turn the camera around so I can show you what's going on here. Okay, I've got a skillet heating up, and that's for browning the stew meat. This is my, I catch all my bacon grease in this little container here, and I get a lot of bacon grease, and I'm going to use that to brown the stew beef. Oh, I don't know, a tablespoon or so. Got that in our pan. Get your fans going. And here's our stew beef. Now I got this is a little over a pound of stew beef. Now you can get like a chuck roast or whatever at the market and cut it up yourself. But I got this was already cut up for me, and I just figured what the heck, I'll just use this. Now I'm gonna add to this some salt. Salt is our friend. Don't be shy with salt. I use Redmond's real salt. This actually comes from the Great Salt Lake in Utah. Redmond's real salt. Highly recommend. Now, I'm going to add pepper to it, but I can't do that here because this is, it takes two hands because I love to use fresh cracked pepper. But I'll tell you what, just for the purpose of this recipe, I'll just use regular pepper. This is fine ground black pepper. We'll just use that this time. And then I want to add just a little bit of garlic powder. Not much, just a little bit for a little extra flavorings. Let me get my little mini spatula out. Oh, I think it's in the dishwasher. Bear with me just a moment. I forgot to take it out this morning. Okay, so let's take our stew beef over to our hot skillet with the bacon fat in it. You can use whatever fat you like, but I got plenty of bacon fat, so hey, there we go. Let's get our stew beef down into the skillet. We're just going to brown this stew beef. That's all we're doing here. For our beef stew, we're going to brown this, and then we're going to put it into our pot for cooking. So this will just take a couple of minutes. Now, typically in the old standard beef stew that, our mamas made in the South, I guess it would be everywhere, they would take stew meat like this and they would just coat it in flour. Well, flour is a no-go if you're a carnivore, as you probably know. And then they would use this god-awful stuff at times. Some of them would use Crisco. Folks, I tell you, Crisco may be the worst thing you can put into your body. I think Crisco is probably a molecule or two away from motor oil. It is terrible. It came about because of the work of a phony doctor by the name of Ansel Keys, A-N-S-E-L, Keys, Ansel Keys. He is the man who is more than anybody else responsible for giving us this godforsaken food pyramid that the government handed out back in the, 40s or 50s, I guess, telling us all the wrong things should be at the base of our food pyramid, the grains and oats and breads and vegetables and all, and right at the top were meats. Well, it's completely opposite of the way it should be. Okay, so let's turn this over. We're getting a good, nice little brown on our meat here, and that's what we want. This is a really simple recipe. I mean, as Jean-Pierre, one of my favorite chefs, said, a French chef, not carnivore, but that dude can cook, as he is fond of saying, a child could do this. And I believe a child could do this. This is really simple. We're just browning the meat. Our seasoned meat, salt, pepper, and I put a little garlic powder. This won't take long, just a couple of minutes here. You know, if you have other seasonings you'd like to use, go right ahead. You could make it maybe Italian if you put some oregano in there, or you know, whatever you want to do. There's no wrong ingredients here if you're not carnivore. But of course, if you're carnivore, you just want to keep it simple, right? This is going to be my dinner for tonight, and it's really going to be good. It's also going to be my dinner tomorrow night, and I will show you in this video what I mean by that, because I'm going to get 2 meals at least out of this dish, and they're both going to be just delicious. I've done this several times before, and it always turns out well. It's hard to mess this up. Now let me tell you what I've got here on my counter. This is a slow cooker, and we just love this thing. It's made, I got it off of Amazon. It's basically made for outdoors. It's kind of rugged. It's not a crock pot brand. It's called a Presto, the Nomad 8. I believe it's 8 quart. It's got a, I guess that's plastic, I don't know. I've got it set to low right now. Now you can do this on low or high. Obviously, as you know, if you're cooking on high, you want to cut your cooking time in half, but I'm going to just set it and forget it, and I'm going to set it on low. Inside the slow cooker is this, it's warm so I can't touch it. It's got this little metal insert that you can wash, take out and wash as needed. Let's see how our beef is doing now. I think we're coming along pretty good. Look there, I'm trying to act like a professional chef, which I am not. Okay, I think that's about done. I think that's about done. That's looking good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our beef. Let's turn our fire off. Let's, fire, it's electric. I wish I had a gas stove, but here we are. Okay, so let's transfer our stew beef into our slow cooker, just like that. Okay. Let me get a rubber spatula here. So here's our stew beef in the slow cooker. Now what we're going to add to this is 1 cup of beef broth. 1 cup of beef broth. That's going to go into our stew beef, just like that. Okay? Stir it around a little bit. And there you have it. So that's roughly a pound or so of stew beef maybe a little bit more, maybe about 1.20. And 1 cup of beef broth, seasoned stew beef. And we're going to close that. See, I like that. It's got a window up top. We're going to close that. We're going to put it, it's got a handle so you can carry it. If you want to go, you know, on travel or camping or whatever, and you want to take your slow cooker with you, this has a handle. You can just take it right along with you. It's pretty neat. I really like it. So I've got this set to low. As I film this, it's roughly 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll eat probably around 3 or 4 this afternoon. So we're just going to let this cook all day on low. And I'm telling you, based on my experience, when we're done, it's going to be fall apart tender. And that will be our beef stew. And then I will show you what the second meal is going to be from our beef stew. So I'm going to turn this off, and I will see you in about 8 hours. Okay, it's about a little bit after 3 in the afternoon. So the beef stew has been cooking for about, 7 hours, 8 o'clock this morning. I sneaked a peek about 1 o'clock, and to be honest with you, I probably could have taken it out then. I think it was probably done. I know it's done now, and I already know that it's going to taste really good. But let's go ahead and take it out of the slow cooker. I'm not going to turn the camera around. That's just a weakness of the iPhone. But here's what we're looking at. Okay, there's the slow cooker. Let's go ahead and turn it off right there. And let's put our handle back, and then let's open it up. And there we have it. Oh, it looks delicious. All right, let me get an implement here. This just looks fantastic. Okay, so let me get my bowl. I don't want to. This is going to be tough, but I can't. I'm trying not to make a mess, because people get mad when I make messes, certain people. All right, so I'm going to put that down beside the slow cooker. Let me see if I can get a shot for you. I'm just taking it out there with my slotted spoon and transferring it over to my bowl. The cat is howling. Maybe she's a fan of beef stew. Okay, that's enough. You get the idea. Now let's give this a taste test, shall we? Where's my fork? It's gonna be hot, so bear with me. Oh, it's falling apart, folks. It's falling apart. Here we go. This is the beef stew. You ready? Don't burn me. Woo! That is delicious. It is so tender, you cannot believe it. It's just delicious. So I've got a bowl full of beef stew. That's going to be my dinner. But the video's not over. This is delicious. Now, again, like I said earlier, you can make it however you like and add any vegetables that you might want to add. You could use. I don't even think you need to do the flour thing unless you're trying to make a gravy. This will be great for beef tips and rice. If you eat rice, put it over potatoes, whatever. But I want you to notice what's left in my slow cooker. You see that broth? That broth is going to play into the next meal. I'm getting 2 meals out of this dish. And I'm going to go and eat my dinner, and I'll come back in this video and I'll show you what we're going to do with our second dish. No, I'm not going to show you. It's been this video, but my second meal is going to be tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon will be my second meal. which will be in this video. So you'll see it in just a minute. That's just delicious, I gotta tell you. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with what's left from the slow cooker, okay? Now here's, I think I can do this with one hand. Here's this is the insert that goes into the Presto, okay? And here's what's remaining. I left a couple of pieces of meat in there, but what you've got left is this broth. Maybe some of you can guess what I'm doing, but you'll know in just a minute. So I'm gonna pour this leftover broth into my bowl, just like this. Got a few pieces of meat there as well. And I'm just gonna store this in my refrigerator until tomorrow when I have my dinner. And so I'm about to show you what I'm gonna do with this, and it's gonna be good too. But the beef stew, blue stars, 5 stars, 2 thumbs up. You gotta make it. It is delicious. Okay, it's day 2. So we just had the beef tips, and that was my meal for last evening. Now it's the next evening, and I'm getting ready to have my second meal that came from this dish, and let me show you what it is. Maybe too hot for me to pick up. So let me just point the camera down here. Here's what it is. My second meal is going to be basically a broth or a soup that I made with the beef stew, the liquid from the beef stew. You remember that I put in there a cup of beef broth, and that rendered, along with the fat from the meat, coupled with the broth, that gave me this liquid that was left over, and it is delicious. It's rich, but that's not all. Stay tuned. I'm gonna add something to this. Now, hey, bear with me. I gotta let the cat out. The cat wants out. Say hello, Kiki. You want out, right? Away you go. It's just me. I gotta take care of the cat, right? Now, if it doesn't render enough soup or broth for you, all that you've got to do is add more beef broth, okay? That's all you got to do. I put a cup in mine, and this is what I got. This is what was left over, and I ate most all of the meat last night. There's 2 or 3 pieces in there now. But you can add as much as you want to. And of course, if you're not carnivore, if you want to add other things, you could add wine, you could add, whatever you want to add. And that way you'd have more to eat. I've got a nice bowl full of soup for my supper. It's going to be plenty. I've already had my bacon and eggs about 11 this morning. Now it's 4, kind of late. Let me show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. Somehow, I suppose, I cut the camera off. Something cut the camera off and ruined the whole video. So anyway, and I didn't know that until I went to edit this video, which was in different pieces, of course, put it together so that I could put it up. And the last part of the video was missing, just missing. So I had to scramble to show you the last part where I did what I'm about to do now, but it didn't make it on camera. Now, it's actually, when I filmed this particular segment, it's actually about 3 days after I began a 72-hour fast, which I'm about to break, okay? I started a fast on a Sunday. I had my dinner, and then I went on a fast. I didn't eat Monday. I didn't eat Tuesday. Today it is Wednesday. It is almost high noon, and I'm about to break my fast. It's not quite 72 hours. It's probably more like 68 or so, but that's okay. There's just a lot of benefit to that. But anyway, what I was going to do in this video was show you what I did with the leftover broth from the beef stew, but I ate that before I knew the filming had failed. But that's okay, because I'm going to do it now. What I have here, let me show you. This is a bowl of beef broth. This is what I'm going to eat to break my fast, okay? I'm going to eat today within a 4-hour window. It's about noon. I'm going to eat this bowl of broth, and then about 4 o'clock, I'm going to have a larger meal. But this is what I wanted to show you, what I add to my broth. And I love this. I hope you'll try it. These are pork skins. These are chicharrones or pork rinds. It's pig skin. That's all it is. Completely carnivore. You can eat these if you're trying to avoid carbs. They have none. At least this bag has none. Now, you got to be careful when you shop for pork rinds or pig skins, because some of these companies that make them get cute and they start adding all sorts of things for assorted flavors that they don't need to add. This particular bag has 2 ingredients, pork skins and salt. That's it. That's it, and that's all they need. And there's 0 carbs. I know, I used to work for Frito-Lay, and I know they sell a brand called Baconettes. The last time I checked, that's all they had, pork skins and salt. But what I'm going to do is add some pork skins to my broth, and I'm going to kind of crunch it up in my hand like this and add it to my broth like that. And it kind of takes on the texture of croutons, and it's really good. They kind of soak up the broth. They're crunchy, at least when they go in. So you can eat this broth or your soup with pork rinds that kind of make you think it's croutons, right? They're not really, but they're really good. You can eat these by themselves, or if you're interested in low carb or carnivore or keto or what have you, try pork rinds as a substitute for a crouton. Try pork rinds as a substitute for a tortilla chip. If you want to make a dip for the football game or whatever, and you need something to dip with, instead of using tortilla chips, try pork rinds. Just give it a try. No harm, no foul, right? You may be one of those weirdos who don't like pork rinds, but I like pork rinds, although I do eat a lot, and I get a little tired of them after a while. But they're delicious in this soup. Anyway, that's it. That's what I wanted to show you. Try a soup, a broth, and add some pork rinds to it. Just give it a try. I think you might just like it. There you have it. Beef stew and beef broth with pork rind croutons. Delicious and fully carnivore. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.